Have you ever thought, stop interrupting me on the phone? If you have, then you will love today's tip because you're going to learn a strategy to use with an older child and a younger child to make sure you can resolve this situation. I'm Samantha Moe, Certified Parent Coach, and this is your Mad to Glad Parenting tip for the week. I was talking on the phone with a friend the other day, and her teenager interrupted her on the phone. I could hear him in the background asking for money. And she said, yes, you can have some money, my purse is in the closet, but don't interrupt me on the phone again. You know that you're not supposed to do that. This is a really important call. So her son disappeared for about 60 seconds, and I heard him in the background again asking something about the purse. He couldn't find it in the room that he thought it was in. And she excused herself from our conversation and said, I told you, don't interrupt me on the phone. My purse is in the closet. Look for the black one. It's going to be there. It's always in the same spot, but don't interrupt me again. So he disappeared for something like half a minute or a minute again, and I heard once again he came back, and she put the phone down. She said, excuse me, Samantha. I told you, stop interrupting me on the phone. This is an important call. Go upstairs. And she outlined exactly where the purse was. She spent maybe 2 minutes describing it to him and got back on the phone really frustrated and said, he just doesn't listen. He keeps interrupting me on this phone. I share this story with you because if it sounds familiar, know that you're not alone. You also want to know that there's a really key reason that kids keep interrupting you on the phone. And that is, kids learn from your actions more than they learn from their words. From your words. So that means that every time you actually interrupt your call to answer their question, that little scientist part of their brain learns, oh, interrupting is actually okay. They're more likely to follow your actions rather than your words that are telling them, please don't interrupt me. I call this red light parenting. It's like you're holding up a red light that says, nope, I'm not going to respond to you when I'm on the phone. And that actually is the solution to this situation, particularly when you have an older child. It's to let them know before you actually get on the phone, if you have any questions or you need something from me, please ask me now. Because if you interrupt me on the phone, I'm going to tell you, I'm not answering you until this phone call is done, and it might be half an hour. Then, if your child interrupts you, you want to make sure that you hold up that red light, so to speak, and you can look at them and say, I'm sorry, I'm on the phone, so I'm not going to answer your question. That is going to send the message loud and clear to them, and the more you practice, the more successful you will be, and the quicker that pattern of behavior will fade out of their repertoire. If you have a younger child, you want to know that this strategy requires a couple of extra steps, and that is actually teaching them and guiding them how to get your attention rather than just ignoring them because they haven't yet learned how to wait and delay their gratification. So in that case, when you have a younger child, you want to make sure that before you get on the phone, you say, if you need something, put your hand on my shoulder, say, excuse me, and I will tell you, I'll talk to you in 1 minute, but you have to wait for 1 whole minute, and then I will answer your question. When your younger child comes up to you and they're like, Mom, 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 you want to remind them while you're on the phone, yep, touch my arm, say, excuse me, now wait 1 minute, and then look at them and respond, great, what is your question? So you're actually allowing them to interrupt you while you're teaching them this skill, but this will allow them to internalize it so that they learn it quicker and they will be more successful with it. So if this is a great video and you like this tip, please like it below and share it with your friends. And I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. What is your experience with interrupting? Have you tried these techniques? What works for you and your family? Remember, you have the power to influence your child's behavior, so stick with it. Thank you so much for watching this episode of your Mad to Glad Parenting Tip. You can grab the next one at brighteningconnections.com, and I look forward to seeing you over there. Bye-bye.